Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Hello and welcome into a new year here on the WHKY News. I'm Ralph Mangum and today is Thursday, January 2. I hope you all had a great New Year's Day. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV every weekday on channel 14.2 and also on the Compass, SkyBest, Vibrant, TDS, and Comporium cable systems. If you'd rather, you can watch us online anytime at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, WHKY's Arianna Mack has the details on an early morning shooting in Hickory on New Year's Day.
20-year-old Javier Hampton Trevino Jr. of Northwest Piedmont Drive in Lenoir was arrested today, January 2nd, on 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder and 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. Trevino was arrested in connection with the shooting that occurred shortly after 2 a.m. Wednesday in the area of 2nd Street Northwest and Main Avenue Northwest in Hickory. Hickory police responded and found 22-year-old Jordan Blake Ramey of Yadkinville near the sidewalk suffering from gunshot wounds. Mr. Ramey was taken to Fry Regional Medical Center and was later transported to Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center in Winston-Salem. At last report, he was listed in stable condition. According to a statement released by HPD, the investigation indicates that Trevino was engaged in an incident with another group of individuals nearby when he fired shots which struck Mr. Ramey. The victim was not involved with the suspect nor the other group involved in the initial incident. Trevino fled the scene before officers arrived. The Caldwell County Sheriff's Office and the Lenoir Police Department assisted in the investigation and in the apprehension of the suspect. Following his arrest, Trevino was placed in the Catawba County Detention Facility where he is being held without bond. A first appearance in District Court is coming up tomorrow, January 3rd in Newton. The investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information should contact Investigator Tammy Johnson at tjohnson@hickorync.gov or call the Hickory Police Department at 828-328-5551. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna. Our best wishes to Mr. Ramey for a speedy and complete recovery. A man sent to death row for murders in Catawba County in the early 1990s has had his sentence reduced. WHKY's Rob Eastwood reports.
On his final day in office on Tuesday, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper announced that he has commuted the sentences of 15 individuals who were on death row in North Carolina. That list includes an individual from Catawba County. Those sentences were changed to life without the possibility of parole. Governor Cooper commuted the sentences after a review of detailed petitions for clemency submitted by the defendants, input from district attorneys and the families of victims, and close review by the governor's office. Among the individuals who had their sentences commuted is 53-year-old Nathan Wayne Bowie. He was convicted for the murders of Nelson Shuford and Calvin Wilson outside an apartment complex in Catawba County in May of 1991. Bowie and his co-defendant, his uncle William Barfield Bowie, were convicted in 1993. No executions have been carried out in North Carolina since 2006 due to ongoing litigation. Before the latest commutations, North Carolina had 136 offenders on death row. The governor's clemency office received petitions for clemency from 89 of the death row inmates. The governor's office reviewed, researched, and considered the 89 petitions for commutations. So once again, Nathan Wayne Bowie, who was convicted in a double murder that occurred in Catawba County in 1991, has had his sentence commuted to life without the possibility of parole. Reporting from Catawba County for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. With the arrival of the new year, there are some changes in the laws and policies that govern our state. The key changes that went into effect Wednesday include income and corporate tax rate reductions, state employee health plan changes, increased liability insurance minimums, alcohol tax exemption for high-value liquor sales, new election rules and campaign finance changes, and the broader legislative impacts of Senate Bill 382. You can find all the details at WHKY.com. On Monday, Attorney General Josh Stein released the Department of Justice's annual report and shared the top 10 consumer complaints that the department received in 2024. In 2024, DOJ received more than 19,000 consumer complaints and has recovered nearly $84 million for North Carolina consumers. The top 10 consumer complaints from 1 to 10 are as follows: telemarketing or robocalls, motor vehicles, credit, internet, landlord or tenant, utilities, home improvement, professional services, insurance, and land or real estate. Last year, the Consumer Protection Division won more than $81 million in court judgments and settlements, including money from settlements with drug companies that contributed to the opioid epidemic. Since 2017, the division has won more than $3 billion for consumers in North Carolina. In addition, the Attorney General's Medicaid Investigations Division surpassed $1.1 billion in criminal restitution and civil recovery since the division was first created in 1979. In 2024, the Medicaid Investigations Division recovered more than $19 million in restitution and penalties related to Medicaid fraud cases. For more, including information from the State Crime Lab, go to WHKY.com. In today's crime report, we have a pair of vehicle break-in arrests in Caldwell County, a Longview drug arrest, and a Charlotte teen arrested in Hickory on B&E and firearms charges. In local sports, good news for Lenoir basketball and some App State football news. In community focus, Arianna has details on HPD's latest traffic enforcement initiative, and Rob has news regarding a debris removal assistance program. A beautiful, breezy, chilly day today with plenty of sunshine and a high in the mid-40s. We'll stay in the 40s all the way through the weekend and into the first part of next week, with some really frigid weather arriving by next Wednesday. Nighttime lows through Saturday night will be in the 20s. The latest weather forecast is posted at WHKY.com anytime you need it. I'm Ralph Mangum. You're watching the WHKY News.